We have to admit them.
Yeah, please carry on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can start. We are live on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, someone please take care of admitting, because people are like, there are a lot of people in waiting. So someone take care of that so that we can start.
Yeah, we can start.
Yeah.
Okay, the other side, you are all set.
Yes, perfect. Jai Bhim and welcome everyone on the 56th Ambedkar lecture series.
Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim.
Jai Bhim. And today we have no one less than Jairam Vitthal Pawar, famously known as JV Pawar. So he'll be talking on the journey of Dalit to Ambedkarite. And when we were discussing about this topic, or when we were like thinking of someone, there was no other person than JV Pawar sir's name came into everyone's mind and head and everything. So we reached him, and he was so kind of to us that in very short period of time, he agreed to discuss his views and present his views on this topic. And today being the most appropriate day, because he being co-founder of Dalit Panther, today Dalit Panther movement completes 50 years. And also the Mahar Satyagraha also completes, today is the anniversary of Mahar Satyagraha. So today was the appropriate day to discuss on this topic, so that in the contemporary situation, political, social and economic situation, the journey of the oppressed communities in India, and their journey from like Harijan, Dalit and to Ambedkarite, so far we wanted to listen it from someone who has lived it and who has inspired others to live it. Some co-host, can you please like mute other people so that we'll get less disturbance?
Yeah, we'll check that.
So before we go to the topic, I want to it is like no need of giving introduction, but to put on record, I want to introduce JV Pawar sir. So JV Pawar is co-founder of Dalit Panther and also an Ambedkarite writer, scholar of Ambedkarite movement, commentator and thinker. He has published more than 30 books, and most of the famous or most of the prominent are Dalit Panther, an authoritative history, Ambedkarite movement after Ambedkar, and a poetry collection of named Blockage. And he also written a very recent article on the history of Marathi Ambedkar literature, which was published in Forward Press in 2019. Along with this, he holds 2 world records. First is editing more than 500 Ambedkarite poems, and second is, since his 60 years, since his contribution to Ambedkarite movement, he is the only person who uses Dr. Ambedkar quotes during his writing, and he was the one who initiated that, and he is the one who has done it for more than 60 years. So he holds these 2 world records. Along with that, like the history or the biography, which is not prominently published everywhere, I know 2 other his contributions as a historian. One is he was the one who found out or digged out the birth date of Mata Ramai, and since then the world started celebrating Mata Ramai's anniversary, which is 7th February. And apart from that, what I would like to say is he was the one who reintroduced Suryaputra Bhaiya Sahib Ambedkar to everyone, because there were many misconceptions about his contribution and his work. So he was the one actually who reintroduced him into and brought into light of his contribution to the community and to the movement. So these were like a few of his drops from the ocean of contribution to the movement. So without taking much time, and eager to listen to JV Pawar sir, I would request Pawar sir to enlighten us with his talk on the journey of Dalits to Ambedkarites. And please, I request JV Pawar sir. Please, I request JV.
Jai Bhim to all, Western group and all the viewers. Today is the 19th March, and as you told now that before 92 years, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar has launched his first agitation, public agitation, I will say, or started the mass movement on 19 March 1927. So this is the day to immemorate him. And today I am going to speak you regarding the Dalit, the subject, Dalit to Ambedkarite. Let me tell you first thing that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar has never used the word Dalit. He has never used the word Dalit. He was using depressed, oppressed, untouchable, boycotted, and after 1935, that is Representative Act or Government of India 1935 Act, he started speaking scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, etc. He has not have to do that. He has not word used the Dalit, but you know that many people they have coined the word Dalit, and I cannot say no because I am the man who has started Dalit Panther. So the word was important for me. Not only that, I am the one of the important people who have started Dalit literature. So there also Dalit is important. So today, instead of saying Dalit, now our journey is now Dalit to Ambedkarite. I will come to that. In another way, I will say that it is a journey of darkness to light. It is a journey of darkness to light. That means Baba Sahib has given the light, shown the light to us. He was in dark. He was in dark. We were in darkness. What was the position before Baba Sahib birth? That you know very well. I do not want to go much about that. But the thing is that on 4th August 1923, Mr. Bole has introduced one bill in the then Maharashtra Vidhan Parishad. In that way, he has Bole has introduced a resolution stating that the water resources should be made free to all people irrespective of their caste and creed. That was the resolution. You know that many resolutions are being passed in all the houses of state government or central government. But some resolutions are such important that they culminate to revolutionary step. So Baba Sahib Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar, I will say, because he was not Baba Sahib Ambedkar that time. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, when he was he became the member of Legislative Council, he said that the House which has passed the resolution that should be implemented, and for implementation, because now he is a member of that House, for that implementation, he has used the Saudar tank, which is in Maharashtra, and because of that struggle, people got the self-respect, people got their human right, and not only that, but these are caste people.
सर आवाज येत नाहीये आवाज यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल सर यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल
सर तुम्ही म्यूट झालेले आहात, अनम्यूट करा.
Hello.
हा व्यवस्थित झालं सर.
Now you can hear me?
Yes,
Ah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you are audible now.
Huh?
You are audible, sir.
Please go
Audible
ahead.
Can
You
hear.
are audible.
Yes, yes.
So in year 1927, he has launched the program, and because the water was polluted and the people are out of law, she decided that I should fight against the caste system, and the origin of this caste system was in Manusmriti. So on 25th December 1927, he has burned the Manusmriti, and by burning the Manusmriti, he has freed the people, all the oppressed, depressed people, and also ladies also. So after this 1927 Manusmriti Dahan or burning of Manusmriti, again we see that in 1932 he was before the round table conference, and in round table conference he fought with the Gandhiji, and you know very well that the Gandhi could defeat Gandhiji, and then the that Pune Karar came into existence. Now I am telling you that till that there was a quarrel between Gandhiji and Congress. Then Baba Sahib has started a political party. So far, he was working for the social upliftment or social involvement. Now he has started his political party. In that political independent Labour Party, he became the one type of opposition leader. Though he was not actually opposition leader, but because nowadays we find that the opposition leader, they get all type of facility. Likewise, that time the facilities were not available, but Baba Sahib Ambedkar was the leader, and during that period, one bill was introduced regarding the workers. That is say black bill, that bill for the right of labor. Here launched one important Mumbai bus on 7th 7 November 1938. So again, he was as a labor leader. Originally, he was a scheduled caste leader. Then after 7 November 38, he became the labor leader. And you know that after in the year 1942, when he became the member of Governor General Council, he was a labor member. Means he was a labor minister. So during his tenure in Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha and in Governors Council, he has made many laws which are applicable to the ladies and workers in the society. The important thing is that self-reliance and self-respect was his he has achieved. So people will find today that the people, they are only working for the Baba Sahib Ambedkar's name only. After Constitution, we have seen that the country, he was not allowed to enter the Assembly of Constitution, but by hook or crook, because hook or crook, he was introduced in the Constitutional Assembly, and he drafted the Constitution in such a way that today you will find that this Constitution is worthwhile, and people of all world, they are very much thankful for him. Now, one thing I will tell you in between, what I have done is that after Baba Sahib death, the conversation and everything, that I will not give you. Only thing is that I will tell you that Baba Sahib have given the self-respect, self-reliance and the attitude to fight against the atrocity, all type of atrocity, that has given the attitude, and people they could get it. After Baba Sahib also converted to Buddhism, that old history, you know it. Only thing about me, I'm telling you, after death of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Baba Sahib, all the literature, Baba Sahib's all literature that was behind the court, behind the, because Baba Sahib Ambedkar and his wife, Mai Sahib Ambedkar, as well as the son, Bhaiya Sahib Ambedkar, they were the legal heirs. That's why whatever the property belonged to Baba Sahib, that was in the custody of Government of India. So it was in court custody. During that time, you know that Mai Sahib Ambedkar was very much people they were angry at her. But I saw her. I have met her, and because one chief minister of Maharashtra, he told me that unless these two people, my wife and son, that is Mai Sahib Ambedkar and Bhaiya Sahib Ambedkar, unless they give jointly signature, then and then only the literature which is in the court, that can be freed. Otherwise, that literature will not be. I was working in the Bank of India, where the office was situated, court office was situated. Delhi, I used to see that in that black bags. You know that earlier the black bags were patra bags used to be there. So in that bag, such a big cockroach, they were running here and there. I feel that they are not eating the papers of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, which are written by Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and they are in the custody of court, but they are eating by that's why I decided under any circumstance this literature should be freed, and I did it. I have taken the signature of Bhaiya Sahib Ambedkar. I have taken the signature of Mai Sahib Ambedkar, and today you will find that all the literature, Baba Sahib literature, is now available, and because of me, it is all English literature that is government of Maharashtra is publishing. So far, the 22 volumes are published. I'm the member of this committee. This is the important thing that I have done. Otherwise, this entire literature, Baba Sahib literature, such as you know that revolution, counter-revolution, the book like that, those would have been we put up the cockroaches. This I'm very much thankful to both of them, Mai Sahib and Bhaiya Sahib Ambedkar. Now I'm telling you, I'm the man from movement. I always trust about the street movement. I have fighting for so many years. First, I have taken part in the Ambedkarite movement. That was in the 1963. In the 1963-64, when Dada Saheb Gaikwad, he launched the program of landless labor. So in that landless labor, you know that satyagraha was such a bigger satyagraha that in Mumbai and elsewhere, the jails were not going, jails were full, even cinema houses and schools, they were made at the jail. So at that time, in the 1964, I led the student wing of the Republican Party of India. And from 1972, you know that when the atrocity was committed on Dalit, we say now the Dalit literature was in existence. And then when we saw that the atrocity are very much in progress, so Namdod, Asal and myself, we have decided to start such an organization which can fight against the establishment. And we have started that in the street only. Of course, like a Black Panther was before us. We know the struggle of Black Panther. we were knowing it what Black Panther is that. So on the basis of that, we have started Black Panther in the street. Black Panther movement also started in the street only. Likewise, our Dalit Panther also started in the street only. They were two people who have started the Black Panther. They are Bobby Seale and H.P. Newton. Here two people who have started Dalit Panther is Namdo Dasar and J.V. Paul. So, and not only that, their existence was only for such a short time. We have started on 29th May 1972 and we have stopped it on or dissolved it on 7th March 1977. But in between, on 15th June 1975, Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister, she has proclaimed the emergency. That means Dalit Panther could work only from 29th May 1970 to 25th June 1975 only. So such a small period of 2-3 months, 2-3 years of period. But this period, they have made the all type of change in politics, change in cultural life, change in social life, change in even all type of reservation. We could get this only because our fighting nature was there, and many people, many our youth people, they have given active support to us, and that's how we do it. So now, once upon a time, as I told you, we were Dalit. No doubt we were Dalit. We were oppressed, we were depressed, we were boycotted, everything we were there. But after this, Baba Sahib's struggle, because of his struggle, because he was, we could start something. And now we'll say that we are not Dalit. We are today not Dalit. We are in every field, in every field of life, we are progress. And that progress is nothing but in the name of Baba Sahib Ambedkar only. As I told you, now we are told that 5,000 poems have been 5,000 poems have been edited by me, and those 5,000 poems are only on Baba Sahib Ambedkar. You will not find a single man in the world that the so many poems are written on one man. And today, even 5,000 I have edited. Lakhs of poems are scattered everywhere, and this is the only man on whose crores of poems will be written. So this Baba Sahib is our lighthouse, and because of this lighthouse, we say our literature, our everything is Baba Sahib, and because of that, today we say we are Ambedkarite. We only all Baba Sahib has touched almost all subjects of the life, all subjects, not a single subject they are left out. So Baba Sahib's thinking, Baba Sahib's thought is important, and that's why we say we are Ambedkarite. So that's why one sentence I uttered, that was we are from darkness to light. We were dark, we were in the dark, and Baba Sahib started his journey from darkness, and now we are in the age of light. So this Asia's light. Who is the Asia's light? Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar is the only man who is the light of Asia, I will say. So today we say it is the light of Asia, but one day you will find that this is the only light which can we say that the light of world. So we say that we are now Ambedkarite. We are not now Dalit. We say that our thought, our thinking, our everything is Baba Sahib Ambedkar only, and Baba Sahib literature is so important. Today you will find that almost all people, they may be political, they may be in culture or whatever, whoever it may be, without Baba Sahib's name, they cannot go ahead. So maybe even political people also. But this is what I'm telling you. So tomorrow, icon in the year it is 100 years when it was, Many books were written on him. When he was 125 years, people like us, they have written many books on Baba Saheb Ambedkar. When he will attain 150 years, the half of the world will be Ambedkarite, and after and when 200 will be completed for his birth, that time the entire world will be Ambedkarite only, or the icon, I will say, Ambedkar will be the icon of the world. So, because what light he has given to us, not only to us, it is given to ladies, it is given to the all oppressed, depressed, on all Dalit. We say that Dalit means the oppressed, depressed. To these people, he has given the strength, enough strength he has given. On the basis of that strength only, India can progress. Without him, without his constitutional provision, without his writing in Buddha and Dhamma. So you will find everything Baba Sahib has given. He kept in Buddha Tathagata in his mind. For example, I will say tricolor. Our flag is tricolor, and you will find that Ashok Chakra is inside. Purposely Baba Sahib has done this thing. Our preamble, if we go to the preamble, your preamble will say it is nothing but it is the thought of Buddha. And who is Buddha? The Buddha, the man who has given the first right, and he has given the message that Atta Dipava, you himself you become the wisdom. So like that Buddha's saying or Buddha's vichar, Buddha's tattva, that has been implemented by way of constitution. You will find that this constitution is important today, even for the rich, even for the ladies, even for everybody. The government may come today, the government may tomorrow manage. The government will come, will go, but the constitution and the thought given by Baba Sahib will be of permanent nature. It will not remain. This is what I am telling you. So now our journey is from darkness to light or darkness to progress. We are enough progress. Our students, they are globalized. They are for study purpose. They are going all over the world. And also one thing I will tell you that only two organizations are there on which the students are doing their PhDs. They are Dalit Panther and Black Panther. This Dalit Panther, as I told you that we, Namdev Gaur myself, has established that Raja Dhale has given us most support to support. So this Dalit Panther is getting 50 years, completing 15 years on the 29th May 1972. So this Golden Jubilee year, we are going to celebrate. In that, what is our achievement? What is the Dalit Panther's achievement? In which field, what we have achieved, that we are going to summarize or we are going to study. So we are trying to even call Mr. Bobby Seale from America to come to India to celebrate the 15 years of the Dalit Panther movement, because Dalit Panther is nothing but it is a thought of Ambedkarite thought only. Baba Sahib Ambedkar has asked us to fight against atrocity, and we are fought against atrocity. Only 2 to 3 years we have fought, but whatever we have fought in 2-3 years, that is more enough. That's why we say that the post Ambedkar movement, the Dalit period of the Dalit Panther is a golden one, or it is a milestone of Ambedkarite movement. And I am happy that on the eve of this 50 years, you have arranged this program, and by this through your this media. I will ask the student, whoever they may be in America, they may be in Great Britain, they may be in China, they may be in Japan. I will because I got the connection with those people. I will ask them that you should think about the Ambedkarite movement only, and Ambedkarite movement is the movement only which can be in other words can be said it is a progress. Progress. Ambedkar is nothing but it is a progress in all the life. So that's why again I say that this Ambedkar is nothing but it is a light of word with this. I'm here. You may ask me some of the questions. If possible, I will try to answer you. But before that also, I once again thanks for all the viewers, listeners, and also say that Dalit Panther, many of my colleagues, they are today not alive. Namdal Vasali is not alive. Raja Ali is not alive. Many of my colleagues, they are died. Only few people are there, and with the help of them, I'm trying to celebrate the 50 years. As I told you, that Baba Sahib Ambedkar is the only our hero, and though this hero has fought the struggle, and we could overcome this struggle. We are now on the path of Vijaya, victory. Victory, thy name is Ambedkar. Victory, thy name is Ambedkar.
Thank you so much, sir, for your for your narration of your journey from like how you started and how you work. So first of all, thank you so much for your like kind finding time to interact with us or to enlighten us with the journey what you have gone through and what you're so far you have been doing it. I have a question, but let me wait for everyone to ask question. So now we are open for question answer session. If anyone has question, please raise your hand or you can type in the chat. And also someone please coordinate with the Facebook or YouTube questions there, please. Yeah, we have first question, first one to ask question. Nitin, can you please, Nitin, introduce yourself and ask your question, please?
Yes, good evening to all. Thank you so much, sir, for your talk. Myself, Dr. Nitin Dhaktode. I have just completed my PhD and I'm working on a research project. Sir, you have already narrated, but I would like to have a little more kind of a clarification or your thoughts on this idea. In contemporary time, there is a debate around whether to use Dalit word or not in academic domain or in a general as well in the political spaces. So what is your opinion about whether to use Dalit word or Ambedkarite or a Buddhist? Because there are three key concepts have been thrown in the air when we debate, discuss, or talk about the emancipation of the followers of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, or in constitutional word the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or OBCs and so on. So what is your opinion about whether to use this word called Dalit or glorify this word the way it has been in recent time also been used to glorify the community? So because you are a founder member and popularize the word called Dalit, so please could you just elaborate more on this concept? Thank you.
See, the Dalit word is not an official word. You will not find Dalit in any official word. Official means government. Government is not using the word Dalit. Baba Sahib, as I told you, the Baba Sahib has not used the word. Even court also has given some prediction that this word should not be used. But you know that generally people say that we are Dalit. Dalit means the oppressed. Dalit means depressed. But these oppressed and depressed or the boycotted people, these are Dalit, and though it is not official, though it's not used by Baba Sahib Ambedkar today, Dalit is worldwide word. As I told you that when we have formed the organization, we have used the word Dalit. So I cannot deny that during that time, Dalit, our status was Dalit. Our status was Dalit. Now we have changed our status and we have crossed that status and we are now not Dalit, I say. And that's what we are then. We are the only thinkers or we are the followers of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. And that's why we say we are now not Dalit, we are Ambedkarite. But one thing is we tell you that the government and law also they are not supporting word Dalit. People they use the word Dalit today or tomorrow. That word will be forgotten. As you told, you know that in before some years, Bombay was everywhere. This word was used everywhere. Today, all the whole world is using word Mumbai. So Bombay is they are forgotten of Bombay. They are using the word Mumbai. Likewise, one day will come when Dalit will be totally forgotten, and only Ambedkar this word will come in that time. I may not exist, or you may not exist, but I am of this that today or tomorrow the Dalit word will lose, and it will be forgotten, and only Ambedkarite word will be used all over the world. This is what I say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We have-
Can I ask question?
Hello. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello. May
Hello.
I go ahead? May I
Yeah,
go
you
ahead?
can go. Yeah, please introduce
Okay.
yourself and then you can
Okay,
please go
okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. I am Professor Chandrasekhar at the International Institute for Population Science, Mumbai. We always, be indebted person like, Speaker Pawar Saab, and I would say that somehow psychology of this Dalit word came just to we were like, it was a derogatory kind of an word which were our community or a scheduled caste or whatever oppressed class you say were used. So using that word, I mean, in my opinion, it would have been made a movement. Okay, you would say us this, we will make it movement. We will make it like this is, and same thing might have happened. See, many times black is used as a derogatory things, but they use many words like colored or whatever you say, like, but that black has become an kind of a movement word. So I understand that it is not used officially, court said that, but we should not take a kind of a aversion, because that has in
Yes. Hello.
Hello. So my humble
Chandrasekhar,
request is,
what is your, please can you go to the question, please?
yes, my question is that, like, the time, the work which has been done long time, we need to also connect in today's contemporary words. I would just say two things. One is that, for example, we are hearing nowadays, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Saath. There's a lot of this buzzword. We need to understand that why this Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is like in our writings is not appropriate. Once you say Sabka Vikas, if it is with the same, same growth or same rate Sabka Vikas, the gap between, oppressed and gap between the rich and poor, on the gap between these community backward and forward will remain always same, and therefore Ambedkarite movement has to address this. The second is other, Atmanirbhar word. Atmanirbhar we are many times using in technology and other context. but we never used like support within community. For example, how we would support ourselves with those who are lagging behind. You know, we can bring the concept of sustainable development in that, you know, context. And this has seen, you see, Sikh community or many community has proven that the within community, you know, cooperation and support will bring those who lag behind within our community or within scheduled caste or within backward class or within oppressed class. Thank you. These were my views, but I will always thankful person like him, and I'm very lucky that I can see him alive. Maybe next generation should, I mean, learn this and join more and more such people. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I
We
take
have one minute. We have next question by Professor Asim. So Asim, can you please go ahead?
Okay, I'll wait.
Pawar Saab, Jai Bhim, and Jai Bhim to everyone here. I am a sociologist. I teach here in the US, and I am currently teaching a course for the second time. It is called Black Triumphs, where we talk about achievements made by African Americans here in the US. And my question is basically about the connections between the Black Panther group and the party and Dalit Panthers. I just ordered your book yesterday, Pawar Saab. So I will get it sometime next week. So I will read more about it. But I just wanted to.
Which book?
This new book of yours, this authoritative history. So my question is this. So when you were a co-founder for the Dalit Panther group, what were the things that you were reading which were coming from America, especially from the Black Panther group? And more important, how were you getting access to all those things? Because this was such an old time, before globalization, before internet. So how did you get all that material? What did you read? Who were the people you were thinking about in America and all those things?
One thing is that during that time, one magazine, Time magazine, that was available in Bombay, that time. Was in that Time magazine, the struggle of Black Panther used to be published in Time magazine. And though we were not the member of that subscriber, I was not subscriber, none of us was subscriber of that Time magazine. But on the street, after 2-3 months, that magazine was available so we used to know. We know what is the Black Panther, who has started there, what type of they are struggling there. That everything was known to us. And when we saw that they have they consolidated all type of atrocity in one month. They have consolidated all atrocity. If one atrocity is there, we will not feel much about that. But all the atrocities, if they are consolidated, and then we'll say they are so much atrocities are committed on these people. So like that, we have written the many articles in consolidated form from Time magazine only. No other magazine was publishing about the Black Panther. I don't know why it is. And secondly, Black Panther Party was having their own magazine. Black Panther Party was having their own party, and somehow when they know that in India, Black Panther Party, the Dalit Panther is formed, so they have welcomed our existence in Black Panther Party paper, and then they were started contacting with us. Many students or many workers, they used to come there. Even last before 2-3 years, Angela Davis also came here. Why Angela Davis came here? Because I have kept the name of my daughter after Angela Davis. My daughter's name I kept after Angela Davis. So she was very much that in India somebody kept my name to his daughter. So she was very much interested. She came here, she met me, we had a public meeting, that is important. But the students, they used to come here, they were studying the violence in Worli area. In 1974, there were the big violence, about 3 months, continuous 3 months. That is a communal right. Communal right in Worli and Naigaon. For report also is there. Basme Commission, the report is available. So on the every our statement or our news was being published on the last page. Our news were published on last page somewhere, so in short. But after that Worli and Nagaon riot, we came on for front page. We we came in the front page. Man like me, I was a banker. I was working in bank. In Times of India, one headline was there: when a banker becomes a panther. When a banker becomes a panther, like this way it is. So because of this newspaper, like Times of India and other people, we got the communication with them. They used to come here. Of course, we were not knowing much about the English. Even today, that I am from Marathi. I'm a man from Marathi literature. I'm not from English literature. They used to come. We were not able to understand what they say. Even I have given my interview on ABC, American Broadcasting. I was not knowing what the question they are, but somehow I used to he might have or she might have asked this question. On BBC also, I have given interview on BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, ABC Broadcasting, and during that time, some people, they were in London. One Mr. Gambre was in London, and now he is no more. He was in London. He has started Black Panther in London. Black Panther, Dalit Panther of India in the London. So somehow we have got the connection with the Black Panther in London. Today, because of my English book, my book is, as I told you that I am from Marathi literature. I have written many books in Marathi own language only. I cannot write in English, let me tell you frankly. But now my books are being translated. Many books are translated in English. So now they know what we say. Our Namdev Dasal, he was not the graduate, he has not seen the university. He was never in university. So he was, like Raja Dhale was MA. But to some extent, we people, we are not able to understand the English. But I'm telling you, our sorrows were same. Our language may differ, but our feelings, our sorrows were same, and the language of our sorrows were the same. And that's why we could understand what they want to say. They understand what I want to say. So likewise, we are having the good communication. Even today, I'm having the good communication with those people. That's why I'm trying to ask Mr. Bobby Seale, though he's about 89, 90 somewhere. I'm trying to bring him in India. And I'm also about 78, 79. So it is not possible for me also to go over there. But today, as you told you that during that period, your internet was not available. The facilities or facilities are today available. Those were not available there. But somehow, I don't know, but we could establish our relationship with both the organization. Today, I'm having good connection with the Black Panther people, but that's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Very, very interesting. Very nice.
Thank you so much. It was very powerful to listen that our language of sorrows were common. That's why there was no communication. This thing that was very powerful for us to learn.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we have so many questions or so many raised hands. So first one would be Nishikant. So Nishikant, can you please go ahead?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Nishikant. Please go ahead.
Okay. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya, and thank you for Pawar sir for your lifetime efforts, and you have revolutionized and you have shown us the path, like how we need to fight the injustice and how we need to fight atrocities. So Dalit Panther movement has been great inspiration for all of us, and we really appreciate yours, Namdev Dhasal, sirs, Raja Dhale, and all the involved soldiers of Dalit Panther. Okay, I have got a couple of questions. So one question is like, in those days you might have faced quite a few challenges, especially like our community. They were just probably getting reservation. They were taking the benefit of a reservation. They were trying to get educated, but none of them were like in the top bureaucracy or in the top offices, or especially the government offices. So, what kind of challenges you had, and what kind of how did you do the mobilization? And we would also like to know, some of the key players or the key team members in Dalit Panther. Okay, so that is my first question, and I will come to the second question after that.
Thank you for your good question. During that period, the officers, they were of that, I will not say Brahmin, but they were the upcaste people, they were there. And they were afraid that these people should not should not be given the facility so that they can overcome us. For example, I will give one two example. We were fighting for all types of battles. That reservation also was the one battle. So as I told you, I was in bank. We have arranged one morcha. Morcha. Of course, in that morcha, those who have participated, they were not the bankers. They were not the employees of bank. But because I was leading that morcha, many unemployed people, they have participated. And you know that during that time, Dalit Panther is somehow, it is said that they will, like a Shivsena also was there, destructive movement, Shivsena is destructive movement, Dalit Panther also is the destructive movement. They may do harm to our office. They were under the impression. The police department, to whom I was in good faith, they also conveyed to the management that if you cannot have a dialogue with the leaders of Dalit Panther, something may go out of, and if anything happen, we will not be responsible. So, for example, we have taken one morcha on Central Bank of India, and Central Bank of India's management that time, Parsi management, Persian people, they were the important on key post. They have had a dialogue with me, and they say we are not getting the graduates, we are not getting the educated people. We say yes, that may be possible because you are not advertising whatever the posts are vacant, that you are not advertising. If you give the advertisement, then we'll come to know. As Baba Sahib Ambedkar has started employment exchange, we could get services through employment exchange. Like that, if you give the advertisement in newspaper, you will get the people. And for that, general manager, one Pochkanwala was there. His name was Pochkanwala. I know him. I said, you want a graduate? You are not getting the graduate. These are the two boys are with me. And immediately on their only, without their interview, without their medical, they were employed. This is the incident that I am telling you. So not only Central Bank of India, we have arranged the morcha on many establishments, government or semi-government or all, and because of fear, out of fear, they have started the completing the backlog. Because when I used to tell them, for example, I will tell you for interpretation about Vasantaraw Naik was the Home Minister. Home Ministry was with him. He was Chief Minister also, but Home Minister also. In one morcha, I met him and I told him, he was from a scheduled tribe community or something. I told him, you are the chief of the Home Department, police department. In your police department, so much staff is there. Out of so much staff, the 15% from scheduled caste, 7.5% from scheduled tribe. That you give me the data that how many 15% have been they have given service in all categories, not only Sipahi category, not only super category, but how many are in Assistant Commissioner of Police, how many are Inspector of Police, how many are Sub-Inspector of Police. He could not give the answer because he was not having the data. Only he was having the data that 22.5% quota is fulfilled. That he was having. But in category wise, he was not having. And of course, I was speaking to the point. That's why he has given the instruction to his office, and they ask for the percentage in every category. In every category, if it is not every category, whatever the minimum qualification anybody is having, promote them. And I will tell you, many people, many officers from sub-inspector to inspector, they without any exam or without any interview, they have been promoted. Why? Because they have limited the years they have completed the service. That's why they are getting married. And today you will find there is no problem, because I asked for them from MPSC, UPSC. I have taken, we have written to the UPSC also, and that's what you will find today many IPS officers, many IS officers, many other officers. They are on the top. So as Baba Sahib asked them to help to your colleague, you are on top. Now you are people who are on the ground. You better give them a hand and to pick up them. So today it is being done, not all, but it is being done. So I am happy that because of that fear, Dalit Panther's fear, something could happen. And now you people are enjoying. I will say now, I will not at our course, I will not say, but whatever we have done because of that, the implementation of backlog, implementation of even trade also is possible. This is what I'm telling you. This is my personal experience that I'm telling you.
Thank you so much, sir. And yes, now we feel that whatever opportunities we got of representation and we are here, we have reached. I think so. Dalit Panther had a very big contribution for that. Thank you so much. The next question is from Dolly. So Dolly, can you please go ahead?
Jabim Bauer, sir, thank you so much for speaking with us. It's just such a great honor. My question was around, this. I feel like there's some tension between, or some friction between the term, like Dalit to Ambedkarite. And my question around that is, who should get to use the term Ambedkarite? And if that term is for everybody, like including dominant caste people, how does one navigate like movement spaces? So let's say you have dominant caste people who are using the term Ambedkarite and they're taking up space in the movement because the idea is Ambedkarite is a universal identity. So how do you recognize one's kind of historical place, or like one's history? Because I guess like in the Black movement, what I would see is like a white person cannot claim to be a Black person, and a white person cannot claim that history, and a white person can't take up space in Black movement spaces. But I see that happening in our movement spaces, is like Ambedkarite people, dominant caste people who might have read books who don't have life experience can claim to be Ambedkarite and then take up a lot of space in the movement. So I'm just curious, what is a term you think we should use to represent kind of our historical legacy?
See, those are people who are saying that we are the Ambedkarite. As I have told you, that those who wanted to have a progress, those who wanted to implement the constitution, they are the Ambedkarite. This is what I'm telling you. About the Ambedkarite movement, I tell you that the literature is coming day by day, it is being published. And once we all, because we were not allowed to write, we were not allowed to go in the, to touch the Granthas. So now we were out of the Granthas, we were out of the book, we were out of the school. But now slowly that has been changed, and the literature also will come forward. As I have told you that because of me, that the Baba Saheb Ambedkar's literature is now free. It is available in English everywhere. So likewise, the literature will come, and then you will find that the who is Ambedkarite, what Ambedkarite movement is that you will find from the literature only. I cannot tell you to whom and how to say who is to be recognized as the Ambedkarite. That I can't say. Only the book will, the literature will prove that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello.
Professor Jagannath has question, Dada Sahib.
Dada, there is no question. Jai Bhim and Namabodaya. My salute to your enlightening interpretation of Dalit Panther's movement. I am of the opinion each child in Ambedkarite family should have the advantage of listening to it, number one. My specific question is this. All over the world, one thing is becoming very clear. Climate change, disasters, pandemic, and infodemic are haunting people, and they are living through it. And I would like to recall what one Deputy Secretary at UN said. Ambedkar understood inequality challenges well-being. Ambedkar understood inequality challenges well-being. My question is very simple. If anybody asks me, so what next? And the present time generation people should answer this question, including us. That is to say, Dalit Panther is historical. Dalit Panther movement is historical. Like Black Panthers is historical. Today, environmentalism is becoming historical because people are living through climate change, disasters, and pandemic and infodemic. Infodemic is misinformation and disinformation. One of our esteemed participants, Chandrasekhar, if I'm right, is mentioning about Atmanirbhar. Is mentioning Sabka Saath. Are kaun sa Atma, kaun nirbhar kar raha hai? You see, Sabka Saath kya inequality has gone. So my question is, enabling community to take care of itself is a real freedom, which Ambedkar also would have told us if you were to be alive today. So my question is simple. By taking all the past richness of wisdom and human conscience, see, to me, you look like a human conscience with Ambedkar vision and Buddha's, insight, mindfulness. So my question is very simple. Is the present generation, irrespective of age, is capable to look at the issue of enabling our community in whichever form it is, black, white, blue, whatever it may be. It's all incidental. Are we today having a vision or an agenda or an action plan? If so, what is it? Thank you very much.
Again, I'll tell you, and thank you for your, again, I'll tell you that today you may not have a vision. You means the generation, today's generation, you will say. But it's, again, I'm telling you, Buddha's literature, it is worldwide. Buddha's literature is worldwide. It is available everywhere. Ambedkar literature is not worldwide. It is not available everywhere. But man like us, or the many writer, not only writer, as far as I tell you, we are not only writer. I say, always I say, I am a poet also. People used to say, Javi is the Kavi. Kavi, that is a poet. Kavi, Javi, Kavi. It is said. But that is, we say that the importance to be given to the struggle, street struggle. And this street struggle, though it is today, many facilities are available. Many facilities are available today. You will find that though the facilities are available, even one such a state will come that again these people, this generation will come forward to fight against their rights. You know that from 2014, 2014, what happens in India, what type of ideology is in existence. So for that purpose, Sabka Saath means who all the sub, in that sub, are we included? We are not included. So today or tomorrow, this will be clarified, or this will be narrated by literature only. And after that, though the generation today, they are having the facility, they have not caught, they have not seen those days like you or your fathers have seen the days. Those they have not experienced. But today or tomorrow, when the when the time will change, they will come forward with and in the street, and they will have their flag. On that flag, only word will be Jai Bhim. Only word will be Jai Bhim.
I want to thank you, and thank you very much. But the truth is, 300 crores collected for pro-reservation, 300 crores collected for anti-reservation, the legal system in India. A food for thought. This is not the trend we want. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much. The next question is by Prashit. Prashit, can you introduce yourself and go ahead, please?
Thank you, Dada. And Jai Bhim to Pawar sir. I'm Preshit Ambade. I'm currently working as a postdoctoral research fellow at Ottawa Hospital Research Institute, Canada.
Okay.
So my question to you is, in my childhood, I'm from Aurangabad. So I have seen, student movements in my childhood around Millen College, and how student leaders of that time took over the Panthers' mantle, and they fought for their rights in those time period. For my generation now, at least in my observation, I see there is a big divide in terms of having academic and cultural, movement in our Ambedkarite movement as such, and there is a very big vacuum in political movement, like in current election results also that is very evident. So my question to you is, like, what will be your message to younger generation, including myself, and like how we should fill that political vacuum, so we also become a part of that strong political agitation where we can assert our rights in a political forums as well. That was my question. Thank you.
You have taken education in Milind Parisar. I know that Milind has produced many thinkers like you, or many people. Now the question is that the I have not. You have not spoken about the other like a social cultural movement, social movement, educational movement. You are speaking about the political lacuna only. This political lacuna I do because in the 1937, when Baba Sahib Ambedkar was having his political party, Independent Labour Party, he was the, as I told you, he was the uh, leader of opposition. He was leader of opposition. That means the Congress party, number one party, and second number party was the Baba Sahib Ambedkar's party. In 1957, you will find that the Scheduled Caste Federation, Baba Sahib's second political party, they attend 9 MPs were elected, and one member was elected for Rajya Sabha. Means that 10 people, 10 people were MP, and many people were elected in different assemblies, generally from in Punjab, Haryana, Mumbai. There are many people they were elected. So that time, the political was in existence. Today we will find that we are nowhere. We are nowhere. The two-member party, BJP, Bharatiya Jana Sangha, they were having only two members in the parliament. One of them was Atal Bihari Vajpayee, you know that. So they from two members, they have attained the political power. You know that. In many states and central level also, they are having the power. Why it has happened like that? The thing is that because we are, first of all, we are scattered. One thing. Baba Sahib said that whatever I have done, if it is not possible for you to come forward, at least let it be there only. But we could not do it. So we are to scatter. The groupism is there, and groupism in different different way it is. If you see the Vidarbha, you will find many group by their sub-caste. Many group by their sub-caste. Today they will not say the yes, what power says is correct. They will deny it. I know that they will deny it. But many leaders are their sub-caste wise. So sub-caste is important for them. If the sub-caste is important to them, how they will fight with the upper caste? That is my question. Secondly, nowadays, Baba Sahib was famous for the sacrifice. He was sacrificed everything for the upliftment of society. He had sacrificed everything for the upliftment of society. What is today position of sacrifice? Today, to fill our belly, even today, people can join the hands with the BJP, with the other to whom Baba Sahib had denied, Baba Sahib opposed. It may be a communist party, it may be some other political party, and we are for the sake of our own benefit, for own benefit, we are going against the Baba Sahib. So my question is that sometime people will work for their belly, they will earn the belly, they will get everything. But I am of sure that today or tomorrow, everybody, today they only say the Baba Sahib done so much, Baba Sahib done so much. They have not worked with Baba Sahib, they have not worked with the lieutenant of Baba Sahib. They have not worked with the lieutenant of Baba Sahib. But when tomorrow they will read the original literature of Baba Sahib, then they will find that whatever the earlier generation made mistakes, that was a horrible mistake. So that's why the next generation, after 2-3 generation may come, they will work in such a way that they will work for the upliftment, for their society only, their betterment of society only, and that time this political whatever we say, politically ignorant or politically we are backward, that will be fulfilled. This I'm sure, because today what is happened, the political reservation is there. Political reservation is there, and because of political reservation, people they go to the BJP also. People go to the Congress also because they don't get the candidate from this scheduled caste. That's why they are going there. They are getting elected. They are getting everything. But when time will come that the political reservation also scrapped. Political reservation also scrapped, and people will work for the upliftment of the society only. Then today or tomorrow, our political environment or political achievement will be as where Baba Sahib had attained in 1937 through his Independent Labour Party. So I am very much hopeful that though it is today it is not, but today or tomorrow we will have a good political our existence. That is what I say.
Thank you, sir, for giving that positive, positive thought.
Thank you so much. Now we have like couple of questions. We are running out of time, so I will now take liberty to ask the one which I felt very important. So, like my friend Dr. Swati Kamble, she is right now in Europe, Belgium, so she could not like ask her question. So she has typed the question. So she is from Chunabatti, like she was in Chunabatti, but right now she is in Belgium. So her question is like she is also a scholar, and she has done her PhD on role of anti-caste women activists in influencing the policies. So her question is to follow up on the previous questions. I would like to gracefully know the names of women members and leaders in Panther movement. So she wanted to know names and women's who were in the Panther movement, in like Dalit Panther movement.
To be frank, in our movement, their participation was not much. I do admit, because the Hindu society is like that, or the establishment is like that, that they should not go. Like, first thing that because lack of education was there. They were not having the other facilities. So many ladies they have not come, they have not participated. But our lady wing was there. One Javantabai Jagdane, she was from Mulund. She was the leader of the ladies unit. I used to take her even to the chief minister, or even to the important or to some Jilladhikari or whoever. I used to take her. She was working with us, but in large scale, Swatiji, I will tell you that in large scale, ladies were not coming out of house. There were some limitations was there, but today you ladies have no limitation as such. As during our time, the limitation was there. Today there are no limitation. So by your writing and by your existence also, you can ask our Ambedkarite people. Of course, 2-3 books are there. Urmila Pawar and other people. They have written a book. They have written the contribution in Ambedkar movement, the leading contribution in Ambedkar movement. Even I have written some articles about the about the lady who first became the Amdar MLA of Maharashtra in Maharashtra Assembly. So, but even then, I'm telling you, we are up short. We are not successful in bringing ladies in our movement. Though the movement was for atrocity against the Athyachara, against the atrocities on Dalit only. Why Dalit Panther was formed on one day? Two ladies were naked. They were in Usmanabad district, and myself and Namdev Rasal were decided not to go there and to give them the saris and tell these are the ladies who were naked, and they were make around the village. So I know that we have worked for the ladies, for their security, but ladies they not from they have not joined us. But today you will find that because Baba Sahib's statement, we repeatedly told ladies, we say that those movements can be successful only in which ladies are involved. Those movements will be successful in which ladies are involved. During our time, ladies were not involved. That's why to some extent our movement is not successful. But today or tomorrow, when all ladies will be involved in the movement, we say, I am hopeful that our movement will be successful. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much for your wonderful this thing and accepting it very boldly and very humbly that your movement didn't succeed because there were no involvement of women. So hope we learn, Ambedkar movement learn from this statement and such experiences, and in future does not have commit such kind of mistakes of not working and co-working with Ambedkar feminist. So we have one more very interesting question by Advocate Sujit. So he has typed it question. So I will read that question for you. He says, "Dear Sir, Jai Bhim Namo Buddhaya. It is great pleasure to listening your revolutionary talk. And my question is, Dalit Panther movement was a reactionary movement and influenced youths and politics of that time. But when they were involved, they suffered a lot. Today, when youth said we want Dalit Panther back, but when police threatened them, they vanished. In this scenario, what kind of methodology we have to use in current juncture or in future?"
One thing is that during our period, our youth was ready to sacrifice everything. He was ready. He was not thinking about what will happen tomorrow, what will happen to my family, whether my service will be continued or discontinued. So that he was not, he has having the only sacrifice for the sake of society. For the sake of society. Now the weapons are changed. Now the movements have changed. And in the new scenario, we'll find that the Baba Sahib's literature only will be guide to us. This is what I'm telling you. Our guide, our weapon will be Baba Sahib Ambedkar's thinking, thoughts will be our weapon. And this weapon will not be, will be always in existence. So I'm sure that though today it is what you say is true, but even then, Baba Sahib, what Baba Sahib told that we should fight with the brain and pain. We should fight with brain and pain. Brain was not our, brain was not given to us, or we were brainless. Pain also was from our hand. Pain also was not with us. But now, brain is with us, pain is with us. With the help of brain, and pain, we'll survive.
Thank you so much. This was like goosebump raising like slogan, or we can say quote by you, that now we have brain and we have pain as well, and it was lacking in earlier moment. So this would be a very appropriate answer for Sujit's question of turning from reactionary to reflectionist movement. So thank you so much. So we have last question. If time permits, we have one more question. Siddharth Kamble from Mumbai has been asking questions since long. Siddharth, can you please go ahead?
This is Siddharth Kamble from Mumbai.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you very much for organizing this talk to commemorate the Dalit Panther movement headed and founded by respected Javi Dada. I would like to request Javi Dada to elaborate some of his experiences to approach at the accidental scene or the atrocities places. Say like a guerrilla war, because in the daytime they were not able to travel and approach the victims. He has undertaken so many exercises to approach and console the victims. So I would like to know some of the examples how he managed to reach out on the spot. And my next question is, in the present scenario, in absence of the Dalit Panther, the similar activism is very, very essential. So what is his directions, his advice to reconnect, re-establish that spirit, what the Panther spirit or Panther era was known as? Thank you very much.
My books are available in almost all languages: English, in South languages, Hindi, Marathi. And during Dalit Panther, how we have worked with the, we have fought with the atrocity people. One incident I will give you how we were working. For example, if we got the information that the in a particular well, the well belongs to the scheduled caste people only. If in that well, the dead animal, say dog, is kept there, is dead. When we come to know that the drinking water is polluted by keeping or they are dropping the dead dog in that, we used to go to that village. We catch the collar of that village Prabhuka, whoever may be. He may be Sarpancha or he may be police patil. Whoever be available, we used to raise his collar and we ask him to drink that water. The drink water in which the dead animal is thrown and the water is polluted. We used to ask him to drink that. If people they were gathered, they used to say that this is the way that these people that are taking the revenge, this sort of revenge. We are not physical attack. We are not done. Only simply we say that you drink that water. That's something. Nothing to it. So then it was ultimately it was the propaganda everywhere, and the as I told you, out of fear, other village people they were not daring to do such a atrocity. We have done this type of thing. My books are available, and what I'm telling you today, the attitude of Dalit Panther is required. The attitude of Dalit Panther is required, but let me tell you frankly, all youth people, they will forgive me to my statement, because majority youth today are not today, they are not sacrificed, they are ready to sacrifice. They are not ready to sacrifice. They want something. They will work for about 2-3 years and they will ask for the tickets for corporation, ticket for MLA, MLC. The nature or the attitude during our period was to fight for the betterment of our people. Today's youth is working for betterment of his own benefit. I'm sorry to tell you, but this is a fact of things. But even then I tell you, the attitude of Dalit Panthers is important. Name may be different. I don't say that they should be named Dalit Panther, only name should be the attitude of Dalit Panther to fight against the atrocity, to safeguard the ladies, to safeguard our resources, maybe our reservation quotas or whatever. So to be ready and to have that type of mentality is important. Name of the that's why many people, when something happens, maybe Kailaji or maybe some other, when some incident takes place, my phone rings continuously. Do something, do something. I say, I will with you, I'll be with you. But you people also should come forward. You should come forward. I'm up now, I'm 78, 79. I cannot fight because of some, my physical limitations are also there. But I will be there with you to guide you. Guide means not guidance like Baba Sahib Ambedkar has guided us. I will, at least my experience I will tell you, and that experience will guide you. So this is what I'm saying. Dalit Panther existence is today still important. Name may be different, name may be, and the student or the youth should be ready to sacrifice for their society, which I am finding today in none. Today I am finding the youth is simply is running after his own benefit. This is not the Ambedkarite. He will say, I am Ambedkarite, but I will say, you are not Ambedkarite because you are not working for the upliftment or benefit of the society.
Thank you so much, sir, for this reflective answer as well. Because being a youth, this is a reflection, and this is a very big reflection for us, or time to introspect that to be a true Ambedkarite, what all changes or what all these things we have to make in ourselves. And coming it from you, it is not less than a judgment for us. So we will surely take it very seriously, and we will really introspect as youths of this big, large Ambedkarite movement. And thank you so much, sir. From your talk, what we have learned today is, first, today or tomorrow, Ambedkar movement is going to be a global movement. So we have to be prepared to join hands with all the global oppressed or global people who are Ambedkarite, and learning through his work or his writings in literature to find or to fight a movement for justice across the globe. Second, the only guiding force which can make us Ambedkarite, or allow us or to enable us to go to the path on the path of Dr. Ambedkar, is only learning from the literature which is available in abundant, that is written by Dr. Ambedkar. So, and third is the movements so far which have failed to follow or failed to achieve what Ambedkarite movement was supposed to achieve, was lack of representation or lack of involvement or co-working with women Ambedkarites. So it is very big learning for us that tomorrow's movement, with might and with mind and with pain, has to be fought together with Ambedkar feminists, so that in future we achieve Ambedkar goals which Dr. Ambedkar has set of bringing justice and dignity to every human being. And with these learnings, and coming it from you, from your experiences, from your vast this thing, and I, from my observation and from everyone, what we see is that you have been living to the true word Ambedkarite, because I see that you have never joined any political party, you have never been lured for any position or anything by any governments. Governments have come and gone, but you have stayed to what you are, or what every Ambedkar has to supposed to stay. You have been contributing with your writings, with your speeches, with your guidance in the Ambedkar movement, with the Ambedkar movement, and like for the Ambedkar movement. So that is big thing for us. As you say, that youths are right now, like, they are not committed because they are going for personal benefit, and it is coming from you. That means you have lived that. You have never been lured by anything. So it is coming from you, is like, as I said, it is a judgment for us. So we have to be cautious in future that nothing other than our Ambedkar ideology should lure us to work for our committed movement. So thank you so much once again. And Boston Study Group, I feel I take opportunity to tell that Boston Study Group is an Ambedkar organization which is based in Boston, and will again reintrospect that what you said, that again we try to bring everything, we try to involve everyone who is oppressed or who understands the language of oppressed. So we will try to again introspect on the words which what you have said. Although we are committed to Ambedkar ideology and we are based in Boston, and hope so in future we meet in person, and on the 75th year of completion of Dalit Panther, we hope that again we call you and again we learn from you. So we wish for your best health, best of everything, and thank you so much for like really wonderful discussion and wonderful guidance for us. Thank you so much, sir. Jai Bhim.
I would like to request you that those who are participating today in discussion, I am given the importance of the discussion. Simply delivering a lecture is not important for me. I got much respect about the discussion. So whoever have taken the part or participated in discussion, if you can give them my phone number, and if they are in personal touch with me, I'll be rather very happy, and I will be very much thankful if you can give them the my contact to them, and also I'll be you also will keep will be in touch with me. So far,
Sure.
the 50 years of the Dalit Panther
Mhm.
movement will